Hello, and welcome to our SimCity region here with RLM. So today, we're going to get this started. A nice, easy, nothing too crazy kind of region and city. We have this whole region here to work with. Didn't mean to spin too fast there. So I figured we'd start with one city and then work our way around to see all the other ones here. So, before we get started, I always like checking a few things. First, we want to check where the wind is going, in what direction. It's important. Kind of a pre-planning stage, as it were. And then from there, we're going to want to check where the water is. Let's see. Okay, so the water's down here, all along this edge. Kind of gets out here to the middle also. Awesome. Okay, so those are the first two big things. So you kind of have three different zones. You have residential, you have commercial, and you have industrial. And you kind of need a good balance of all three to have your city run as efficiently as possible. So we're going to start with just some commercial. I'm feeling like we should have maybe industrial up here and leave all of this room for residential and maybe some commercial interspersed throughout, I should say. Not without, that's ridiculous. So let's get this started with we'll start cheap. I gotta start cheap. Just gonna place that to start. And probably that too, that way. Let's just have it go all the way over here. Yeah. And then right now I have the game paused while I'm still trying to figure all this out, because it's important. So now that I'm going to unpause it, now we're able to access all these things. So I would say the first thing we want to do is get some residential over here. So you can just draw some residential. You're going to start watching the houses form, which is always pretty fun. We're going to check out the water again. I know it's right there. I just want to see how far. Oh, okay. So maybe some other stuff here. I feel like we want sewage somewhere too. It's going to be... Could be in that corner, but it might create ground pollution. Might be our best bet right now, though. Get out of there. Okay. So go there. First things first, we're going to need some water. I say we just put one right there. And after people drink and eat, they're going to need a place to, well, unfortunately, use the bathroom, so we got to do that. They also going to need some power. I kind of think of these three as like your quintessential needs, right? Other than food, obviously. But you have power, water, and sewage, and you need a good balance of all three for everything to work out. So now we gotta get some jobs going for people, because you gotta work, gotta make some money. So we said we wanted to put industry up here. I'm actually gonna pause again, just so that way we're not wasting too much time. We'll just kind of make a grid for now. It's not perfect, but it's something. Let's do one more street here. It's really nice that when you start drawing streets, this game gives you some of these grid lines. I just put them away, but some of these grid lines that show up. Whew. Anyway, here we go. All right, let's unpause. Get back to this. Unemployment crisis, I know. One thing I've learned in all my years playing this game, there always seems to be some sort of crisis. People are always freaking out over something. There's also no wind. There's no power. I usually play this game really quickly, and I just kind of burn through everything. So trying to take it slowly here, so that way everyone can enjoy it. But I'm forgetting stuff. Good. Now we got a power plant going. I'm going to add another windmill just for the sake of it. and that'll start getting power to the city. It's nice that the water lines and the power lines in the game, they simplified it from previous versions. Everything goes underneath the roads, which is kind of easy, but also kind of a pain sometimes as the city grows. It's kind of nice to, I don't know, it'd be nice to kind of figure out other ways to have water and sewage and all that go. Ooh, a petition to build a town hall. We are just zooming through. Already we got a little bit of surplus in the budget, which is good. So now we gotta decide where our town hall should go. Where should that town hall go? I think on this main drive somewhere. I feel like it should be around other people. I feel like the town hall should be right there. Nice. So now we got that. We also need some, oh, what's this? Oh, naming the city, that's right. Well, let's just see, we're going to call the city Peaceful Plateau. Wait. There you go. Because we're kind of on a plateau. I don't know. Just came to me. Yeah, we need some commercial. Commercial's tricky. You want to put it kind of interspersed. So like I was saying earlier. So we'll do a little bit of this. A little bit more commercial here. A little bit more residential here. Same thing over here. A little bit of commercial. Okay. So now commercial demand is going up. Should be getting met pretty soon. Can also just do this. Get a couple more commercial buildings in there. There we go. So what's cool about this city too is you obviously have the train tracks here. So you could probably build a train station maybe on this side over here. And then of course you have the port here, so there's room for some industry and some shipping and things like that. But there's so many things to figure out. Big part of the city is also figuring out what kind of city you want it to be in terms of like the business model, you should say, of the city. I got the wind power plant going. What do we need more of now? Still more unemployment crisis. Wow, how are there more unemployed? I'm so confused by that because I gave them more of this. I didn't zone anything else. Oh, we can do some more. We can do some more for a while. I just don't like being an overly industrious city, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Make some money to start. Can also do this. Let's do that. There we go. Now we got a bunch of that. Eventually the next couple things we're going to need, of course, are going to be a fire station, police station, especially if we want to do gambling, which I would love to do. The public transportation helps out with that tremendously too, but it also increases crime. So we want to make sure we have that ready. But before crime, we're going to want a fire station. That's going to be of the utmost importance, and we're just going to get ahead of that now. And how much is this? 15? Okay. Well, at least do that. Help get that out a little bit faster. I put a bell on top of there. The fire bell helps the fire station get out quicker, which is important. No, I'm good. Budget panel's important, but I gotcha. We're still doing great. We're in the green still. Paying off our debts pretty well. Not enough freight consumers. We need to build more commercial. Absolutely. Okay. Do some of that here. I like using these main roads for commercial if I can. Maybe a little bit right there. Pretty soon we're going to have to start getting, looking at our energy. We're still good on the excess for now, but it goes quick. And the second you don't have power, no one can do anything. It's terrible. I mean, which makes sense, right? But oh, I'm gonna bring it this way instead. Stop at the line. Another thing I'd like to build in this city that I think would be cool, maybe I'll put it down here since this is kind of a natural circle, obviously, or semicircle, is just build, you can use these different roads here, and you can make like just giant square roads. You can make roads that aren't like perfect. They kind of, swing around, so I'll probably build some stuff like that. But with that train station there, it would also be cool, I think, to just have like a giant like circle, like called the square, like a classic town square or something. I think that would just be neat to have at some place. Maybe not here. Maybe that doesn't look good. Maybe over here somewhere, just a giant circle. But I think it just gives the town some character. Most of the time when I play this game and I build some efficient stuff, you just have towns that are giant gridlocks. So I want to start building stuff that's like, has a little more of a good look to it, I think that's cool. What is this little road hanging out? You see that? Press B, bring up your bulldozer, and just... Oh no. Oh no, remove that house. I'm sorry, buddy. It's okay, he'll be fine. Oh no, we have people getting sick already. And what these are, they're pretty self-explanatory, but everyone in the city, not everyone, but a lot of people in the city, right? They come up with little thought bubbles of like, oh, I wish we had this. And then you'll have other ones that they're really trying to talk to you. Come down. And this is a classic one. We're not going to do it now. They want us to put on a fireworks show, which is great. But I need more fire coverage if I want to succeed at that and get some more money. No, we're not doing this. Not doing the superhero thing. Maybe a little bit later. Let's check our population. We have about 30, almost 3,500. We have a lot of available jobs. We are now starting to get some wealthy jobs in that we need. But right now, middle class is of the utmost importance. So we're going to just do a little more of that. Oopsies. Just do that for now. Have this come up. There we go. Have this come across. Unfilled medium wealth jobs. We got you. We got you. A little more commercial demand going down here. Let's put a little more here. There. And then there. Another big trick to this game I found is to not be too greedy and too quick with how fast you're building. Like I built the roads quick, but I'm not trying to place everything at roads ASAP. Letting stuff kind of develop over time. If you do it too fast, you'll end up hurting yourself. It's okay. This one right here, this guy's about to light his house on fire. It's okay. It's why we have the fire station. Speaking of which, I think one last thing we'll do before we end for the night. Let me get one more bond. We're going to need a cop and a medical office. What I think is going to be more important, we're going to need a clinic, but we're also going to need, let's check the, let's go to the police and see what crimes are at right now. Crimes aren't too bad. Maybe, never mind. We'll do the clinic first, I think. Make sure people can get healthy. Super important. Do I want another fire one? Yeah, I also like giving everyone a sign. Now you know it's a medical clinic. They'll do a fire truck here. Alrighty. And that might be all for now. But we're going to check up on Peaceful Plateau in a little bit later. Thanks for watching.